Lesson 3-3, Example 1. Our objective is learning to add and subtract decimals. And here we have some information about Carly Patterson. Carly Patterson was 2004 Olympic gymnast champion. She won the women's all-around, individual all-around. And these are her scores from the 2004 U.S. Gymnastics Championships. So this is what led her to getting to go to the Olympics. So you can see here that she did pretty well. These are all based upon a 10-point scale, 10 being the best. Now the scoring for gymnastics has changed since then, but at the time everything was based around getting a 10. And so she got awfully close here. So let's see what we can learn looking at these numbers right here. So let's say we want to find out what Carly Patterson's total was for the events other than the floor exercise. So floor exercise is 9 7/10, but we want to ignore that and look at the balance beam, 9 7/10. And we want to know the total, so we're going to add vault, 9 3/10, and uneven bars, 9 45/100. And we want to find out what all of those together total. So the first thing I want to do is come up with an estimate. And this is just going to be my quick way of making sure that I know about what my answer should be, so that when I come up with my exact answer, I know if I'm on the right track. Well, 9 7/10 is awfully close to 10. And I'm going to keep adding. 9 3/10, I'm going to round that down to just 9. And finally, 9 45/100, I'm going to round that down as well. It's just not quite, I could also think of that as 9 5/10, but I want to just keep whole numbers. I want to do this quick in my head, so 9 there. So 10 plus 9 plus 9, that is 28. So when I come up with my exact answer, it should be something pretty close to 28. So let's find that exact answer now. So I'm going to take these numbers here, I'm going to reorganize them and put them on top of one another. And when I'm doing decimals, when I'm adding decimals, one of the things that I want to make sure of is that I keep my decimal place the same for all of them. I don't want these numbers all over the place because these place values have specific meanings. They have specific amount of something. So I have my wholes here, so I want to be adding wholes to wholes. So 9 3/10 is going to come before. So tenths and tenths. And then 9 45/100. Wholes all together, tenths all together, and hundredths all together. Now I don't have any hundredths here, but I can go ahead and put in a 0 because I have 0 hundredths. I don't have any hundredths. And when we don't have anything, we can use 0 to show that. So I'm going to put in those zeros there just so I can see something in that column. And I'm adding all those up. Now I'm going to add just like I normally would. Starting on the right hand side, 0 plus 0 plus 5, 5. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 4 is 14. And I bring over that 10 over here. So I have 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 9 is 19, plus another 9 is 28. And then I'm going to bring down my decimal because it comes straight down. And I came up with 28 45/100 points. And I'm going to look back. Well, 28, that's pretty close to my estimate. So this seems like a reasonable solution to that particular problem. Let's take a look at one more. Let's say that we want to find out, using the same information about Carly Patterson, how many more points did Carly need on the vault to have a perfect score? Remember that perfect score was 10. And on the vault, we're going to look at the vault, so it's right here, she got a 9 3/10. So we want to find out the difference between 10 and 9 3/10. And so whenever we're taking difference, we're going to have subtraction. And so when I'm looking at the first thing again that I can do is look for an estimate. So 10, I'm going to keep that the same, and that's pretty close to 9. So my estimate is about 1. I should be fairly close to 1 whole. So let's find that exact answer. Again, I'm going to line up my numbers. So I have my wholes. I'm going to keep my decimal place there. 10 minus 9 3/10. Well, again, I have this, it's kind of looking strange to me. I want to make it look so I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. So 10 is my whole. That means I have no tenths. So I want to show that I have no tenths. I'm going to put in a decimal place and 0 tenths. That way I see this number on top, and that looks a little bit more familiar to what I'm used to seeing when I do subtraction. So now I'm going to go through here and I'm going to think, okay, well, I can't take 3 from 0, so I need to come over here and trade. Over there a 10. Here we have that 10, but I'm going to trade for that. That's going to be a 9. And over here now I have a 10 here. And I'm going to take away 3 of those. I'm left with 7. My decimal place comes straight down. 9 minus 9 is 0. And so 0 and 7 tenths points. 1 was my estimate. 7 tenths is very close to 1. My solution is reasonable. So my exact difference for how many more points she needed to get a perfect score in the vault was 7 tenths points, or 7 tenths of a point. Pretty darn close. She was a good gymnast.